got a vision of things which is different, and he wants to give himself totally for humanity. So he is seeing what things could serve best in this purpose, and whatever could serve best for this purpose of serving humanity, it is not alien to him. He accepts all that. So media is one thing. Media can communicate to people. It can sell the idea, the concept. So more people will be inspired and influenced and maybe join. Okay, that's one way. Media is the absolute way to do that. There's no other way. Of course, your personal testimony is the best, but how far a one man's personal testimony can take if it is not carried through a medium, or a media has to take over it. So that's where this media comes to play very powerfully.
How do you think media has, I mean, obviously it's the most powerful means of communication, and it's become extraordinarily powerful in these last, couple decades. What limitations should be put on media in terms of censorship, or should it be changing with the times, or should it go past the times? Should it be ahead of, the society, pulling the society, or should it be just communicating the truth of where humanity is?
The interesting part of media is that it has given up its mission.
What is this mission?
The mission of the media is supposed to be to mirror society,
right?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
To mirror society. So what's happening is they are presenting not the society, the reality of society, but they are presenting an illusion, an utopia, something unreal, something fantastic, and people begin to believe that this is reality. But it's not so. So media in general has failed its mission. So that is where people have to come up in media and try to present a reality as it is mirrored.
He met me after we had taken the first batch of students. That was the first year. So he came and met me that whether he could join that institute in the same year. I said it's not possible because we have already closed. You try next year. I thought he will never come back, because there are many students, they used to come, inquire and go back. They would never come back. But next year I saw him in the exam room, and then in our process of taking interviews with the students.
The issues of the society, the problems of the society make people sensitive to things. To be human, because today we have no time for that.
It is not only that he had come last year also, it is because of his attitude, because of his, just to fight for it. Then he came and joined, he started taking classes and all those. But after 6 months or so, I left the institute.
We are busy running on schedules one after the other. We have to achieve so many things. And we have no time for feeling, for looking around, for seeing things and relating to people.
So that's why people are more and more, unhappy and, for example, unfulfilled and unsatisfied. So there's got to be a point where we hit bottom enough that we can push up and go to the surface.
I kept listening, hearing many things about the institute and the attitude of other students towards this man, because Korak used to be different from others, which even the students, his friends, could feel it.
We have to give more and more opportunities for people to touch reality. To touch reality.
He used to wear a different kind of dress. He used to go to the destitute children. He used to go to the people who were in destitute conditions. The other students did not like it, maybe.
See, for the children who go to school, who come back and watch television, they have no co-curricular activities, nothing to do with reality, like other children, other people than themselves and their family. Then they are out of this world.
They had some difference of opinion. They had some, I don't know what, some sort of problems with the students, and then he came out from the institute. And they started, I heard he started living with these children on the footpath.
So to bring them to reality, they have to be immersed into life situations. Opportunities have to be created to immerse them into life situations, otherwise their education is incomplete.
And a lot of that education of learning how to live has to come from the family, though. And this is one of the, I think, the biggest problems in the US, for example, because many family units have become so alienated from each other. You know, inside the unit they don't know each other, and the parents don't have time for the children, etc. And although these kids have, you know, good education, so to speak, and extracurricular activities, lots of, you know, interaction with other kids who also are alienated from their families. We have this strange now society or generation of children who are really far from reality and yet have all the things that they should have.
So their eyes are not open, so they think this is the world.
Yeah.
And when something happens to them, when reality really strikes them, they don't find meaning.
Right.
That's the problem.
He gave me the idea and a sheet where his synopsis were written. So when I went through, after he'd gone, I went through the synopsis, and synopsis struck me like anything. It was quite interesting. A person who's busy in this metallic and dour world, this, you know, filled with ruthlessness and competition, and there the person is trapped, and he thinks that he's the king, but no, he's not a king. He's trapped. Actually, he's a victim of that cruel and hard and ruthless society, and he thinks that he can do anything, he can own anything, and so that kind of a subject and that kind of an idea really impressed me, and I said, Korak, I'll do your film. Never mind what you do with your film, but I will do your film because I'm in love with your idea.
খাঁচার ভিতর ঝিনে পাখি কেমনে আসে যায় খাঁচার ভিতর
A common friend called and said, I want you to meet someone who's very interesting and he's doing a film. And I said, why do you want me to meet someone who's doing a film? Because we are not really into something of that sort. But he said, no, you must meet this guy, it's something different. So someone was sent, and when I called him into the room, and as you know, here as a chamber you get a lot of business visitors. So this was a very unusual visitor. He has this one-piece dhoti that he wore, and later on I got to know, because he was actually starving himself for the role that he was doing for my karma. He was actually looking completely starved, as he really wanted to know. He was very shabby, he had this look, and while you do hear that film producers have that kind of a look in them, I mean, this was unexpected. So he walked in, I thought he was a very intense person. I think one of the first impression that one got, that when he started speaking about it, there was a lot of passion in what he was trying to do.
Anirban Mullik, that's my name. Yes, I really wanted to change. You name it, and I have it. Everything. But have I really got everything? Do you realize my crisis?
And then he said he's going to make a film where I'm supposed to play a high-flying executive in a big multinational company. And he has a wife who spends a fortune on cosmetics. And then he realizes once his wife wants to go to the Kalighat temple, and he accompanies his wife, and then he has a realization that there was this goat which was going to be sacrificed, and this goat this goat or the people or the humans who were around the temple were sharing the same fate, the fate of life. And when I heard the story, I said, fine, I'm in, but you got to give me at least a month's notice, which he couldn't. And so I couldn't play it. And unfortunately, one of my friends is an actor, he's also Chakraborty. His name is Arjun Chakraborty. He played the role.
We are habituated seeing people who are well established, well groomed, and well built, and moneyed people, and they come with a definite idea. But Korak didn't have anything, so he spoke in a very, very mild and soft manner to me, and I thought, he can't make a film.
সত্যি অনির্বাণ, তুমি এই কয়েক বছরে যা ব্যস্ত হয়ে গেছো, you have no time for anyone, just busy, busy, busy. You don't even have time to look at me. Selfish.
Korak came to me as a student from the Film Institute of Calcutta. I looked at this beautiful young boy and I thought, if I've been working in mainstream cinema for so long, why can't I help somebody? So we agreed to do his very meaningful small film.
Actually, when I see first time, I think so he is not capable to making film. He is because it's money making media. But when I started work with him, slowly, gradually I feel he's doing great. My career, many filmmakers I saw, but Korak is different.
But it's my karma to help him now. It's my karma.
The day we started shooting, I loved the way he transformed us, all of us, from a different discipline to a new discipline. How did he do that? He took us to Kalighat, and the Kalighat, the moment people saw me and Munmun, it was like chaos, and he wanted that chaos. He said, I want to shoot in this chaos. So, it's kind of a new kind of a discipline.
Shooting for him was dreadful because he was a newcomer and he was working with professional people from Tollygunge, and I don't know about other industries all over the world, but in Calcutta, we like to make a fast buck. And if you don't know your work, or if you're new, it's very easy to make a fast buck. So the whole thing was, everyone was networking and Korak wasn't getting anywhere, spending a lot of money, and it was sad.
Very first day, schedule was haywire, and this is a chaotic situation. Like we were ready by 9 o'clock, but the shot took place at 3 o'clock, and it happened. But then I thought a kind of film we are making is bound to happen. If you are going to shoot spontaneity, it's not planned. Spontaneity is not planned. So then don't bother about your timing, then don't bother about your system and discipline.
I can't stand this anymore. আমি যাচ্ছি।
মায়ের দর্শন করবে না?
We are spontaneous. We were just flowing, and that's how the film was made.
I'd been telling him, Korak, you have such a beautiful neck, the shape of your head is so beautiful, why don't you act?
I asked him, "Ki, why don't you eat?" So he said, "Ki, I'm preparing myself for a role." And the role was very tiny and very insignificant, but nevertheless, he performed that.
And he shoot nearby Kalighat temple in street. One shot is there. Actually, I forgotten that name is Korak. I am shooting in lighting and framing. I forgotten he is my director. Korak is my director. Korak is nature gifted. That's why Korak that day. Korak is sitting in street and crowd is surrounding him. Korak is, Korak is slowly lip movement and hand movement and say, I think Korak, that time Korak was not Korak. Actually that artist, I don't call Korak, that actor, leprosy patient actor and Munsen and Arjun, they are very much professional actors. They are doing their capability. But leprosy patient, that actor is different in other guys because he more involved. He knows that patient how to behave, how to move. He knows.
Korak came down to me and said, the film is ready. I said, good, I would like to see it. He said that, no, you got to also dub for him. I said, why? He says, no, I didn't like his, the way he spoke. He spoke my dialogues, he spoke what I had written, but not the way I wanted. So I wanted to be modified, and I dubbed. And I said, I don't know, Korak, how do you think it is? He said, this is wonderful and this is exactly what I wanted.
The source of light is in the darkness. Beware, son. Kalighat can swallow you. Are they like me? Do they need the way I need? Do they feel the same way as I feel? What can I do for them? Nothing. I don't know. I don't have time for this. There are much more important things to do for me. It's my waste here. But how important those works are.
I thought, okay, I got my kind of film. So I did whatever I could, whatever I knew. So the film had come out. I came to know that it got many awards. It is not the question of getting awards or anything. It is the reward coming from God.
I think he should have actually made a bigger film because he could have.
I wish him, I wish he should make more films of his own kind of film, Like Tarkovsky used to make his own kind of film. So he could make his kind of film, and he could really bring out things, I'm telling you, which will make people think, okay, this is it.
I heard some story that Korak said that the film was made through him and he was done with it. He was the surrogate mother, and then he asked you to present it, to be the one to talk about it.
I do what I can. So I introduced him for a media premiere for the film. Then I put it on to the Mother Teresa International Film Festival, even though it has nothing to do with Mother Teresa. They were objecting why it has to be there.
Well, it has the...
I said, this is Mother Teresa's concept of service. Her mission is...
and it was filmed in Calicut?
Yeah. So her mission is made into a picture form. So this is it. So here is somebody who's seen the vision of Mother Teresa and put it into a film. So what else can you do other than just showing Mother Teresa there?
As Shakespeare had put it, he talked about Hamlet. He said that yes, he's mad, but there's a method in his madness.
Right.
So when you talk of a method in your madness, is if you can control your madness, if you choose a method in your madness, I think you can be successful.
You think Korak is mad?
Yes. He is. He is. Otherwise, why would he work for others? He is mad.
So you must be mad to work
I'm
for others.
I'm lesser. I'm lesser than him. I'm not as sensitive as he is. That's why I work more for myself and my family. But Korak is not. Korak is, he thinks further on. He thinks about more number of people than I do. So I think he is a greater human being.